to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. If you happen to be allergic to the latest gossip and exclusives from the house, then you are in for a very uncomfortable hour. Tonight, you'll discover what all this is about.
We're talking about the circumference of an arm here.
I hope not, because that would be one hell of a cock.
And on that note, I think we'll move on to my guests, all of whom are gods amongst us mere mortals. First, tosser, bullshitter, bitch and twat are just some of the words this lady used when describing the housemaids. It's Carol McGibbon. I don't know about you, but I was embarrassed saying it all just then.
Terrible.
Next, he's so obsessed with the written word, he eats alphabetti spaghetti for dinner every single night. It's journalist extraordinaire Patrick Strudwick. Finally, our next guest topped our comedy wish list, and thankfully Ian from the Sweaty Box was willing to show a bit of boob to get him on. It's the one and only Rich Fulcher. My breast whilst on air. Shall we talk about the show we just watched?
Yes!
OK, so things between Danica and The Situation finally came to a head, so to speak. Patrick, whose side are you on?
Oh, Danica's. The situation...
Rich is like that, what?
Who the what the? The situation is all abs and no nads. Faced with this fire of ballistic hell from her, all he could say was, I'm crossing off my Christmas card list. Well, I applaud her for flirting with the situation. What else are you going to do with him? Talk about the situation in Syria?
Good point. I don't think he'd probably be able to have a conversation about it, would he? No. Probably not. Go on, Rich.
I have to disagree because that Christmas list is the most exclusive Christmas list I've ever seen. Barack Obama is on that Christmas list. Charlie Sheen. Piers Morgan is on that Christmas list. She lost it.
Has the player been outplayed?
Well,
do you think?
I don't know. I think that he is not used to this whole British environment. Because I've seen the Jersey Shore.
Oh, I haven't.
I have.
Oh.
So that's where
so
we
okay,
don't
then.
talk anymore. No, but it's like, if anybody's seen the Geordie Shore, the Jersey Shore is almost Amish in comparison.
Oh, OK. Well, now I kind of get your reference because I've seen Geordie Shore.
Yeah, exactly. It's very tame. But now over here, I think he's out of his element.
He is, isn't he? What do you think, Carol? Chinky's out of his depth. What did you make to Danica's rant?
I wasn't actually that impressed, to be honest. I thought when The Situation went in the house, I did think he was a tosser. That's right. I think I did say that. But I have to say, I've warmed to him, and I think he's quite sweet, and I think he's quite cute. And I have to add this from what we've seen, and I know we don't see it all. I think, yeah, she has been playing, but so what? You know, everybody is in there to win. Some people are just in there for a laugh. That's Martin at the moment, because that's all he does is laugh, laugh, laugh at everything. But she obviously, you know, she will probably see it as further in her career. And she's, you know, she's playing an excellent game, and a lot of them are. And that is a game. The whole bloody thing is a game. But I do think he's feeling a little bit wounded. But then, you know, there are a lot of boys in there that they just can't understand that these girls might not
She said my favourite line ever, which is, I love my fake tits.
Yes.
Love her
He
that.
accused her of being fake, and she went, I love my fake tits.
You're such a man of words,
for God's
Patrick.
sake.
Oh, you are. Who do you guys think won the battle?
Situation.
Danica?
Definitely Danica.
Why Danica?
Because he's a child, and she gave it to him straightforward, basically. She didn't. She did. She did. She told him exactly. She put him in his place. She told him exactly how it was. He allowed her.
way they act in America to the way they act over here is completely different.
Well,
But he kept it real. But he kept it real. He kept it calm, and she still went on and on.
Fair enough, but men have a different code to what we have. Men, she told him. She told him that she has a boyfriend on the outside. He needs to stay away and leave her alone. He's not used to being turned down, and he's been turned down.
So if she told the situation, she's also told the prince that she's got a boy outside. The prince is there.
She's played them both.
She's played them both. Said, I love the prince.
Then she's played them both. More fool them. She's won. End of.
No, she's won.
Does anybody know what we're talking about? Because I've lost track.
I would just like to say the situation won that because he stayed calm in that situation. She actually was batting below the belt by saying, hang on a minute, listen to me, thank you, that basically he was immature, and I'm just thinking, well, actually he handled the situation better than she did.
I think he may have come across as seeming a little immature, maybe in an argument, because he didn't really say anything to back it up, did he? And sometimes when you're in that situation, you're so put on the spot that you're like, I've got a million things that I should say right now, but I just can't think quick enough to get them out of my...
Articulate.
But he was shot, and that's not... Well, yeah, I know, so he comes up with weird things like, you're off my Christmas list.
I think we don't see this, but he's very passive-aggressive.
Do you think?
How are you, situation? I'm fine! Stuff like that. Real guy stuff. Guys don't talk about things.
Like dude shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the prince. He was tethered to Danica during the whole of the argument. Patrick, were you surprised that the prince didn't get involved?
Oh no, he's got the backbone of a depressed blancmange.
To be fair, though, she didn't need any backup, did she?
No, she didn't. I mean, you know, during that task, he sacrificed his vanity. Well, that's kind of all he's got. He doesn't really have anything to offer in an argument like that. And she had it all. Like, she did not need it back. She had the lines. She had all the good points. I'm fully on her side.
Yeah, but where did it all come from? No. But where did it come from, though? I haven't seen him
Because he's been chipping away at her for the last
fortnight.
To be fair,
he blames her for not fancying him.
Either.
I haven't seen. There was no evidence of that, and it looked like she just didn't like something that he said, and she just lost it and started to rant at him, and he was visibly shocked. And
do you think, Carol, she's done what Samantha mentioned in the garden, and that is that she has turned her mirror onto him?
In a way, I think, yeah, because that's what people do. You know, if they know they're in the wrong and there's something going on, they'll try and transfer it on to somebody else. And I think it's a good point. And, you know, actually, the weird thing is, I never thought I'd ever agree with anything Samantha ever said. But when she went in the diary room and stuck up for the situation, I thought, oh dear, I agree with her, and I do. You know, I think he's been outplayed big time.
She only stuck up for the situation because she hates women. That's Samantha's problem.
No, she doesn't hate women.
She does.
No. See,
I don't even need any questions tonight. We
could have a great argument about that. But she is easily manipulated by a lot of things, and I don't think she actually believes a lot of the things she said outside the house in certain articles. So I don't think she really does hate women.
Okay, we're going to talk about the gods now. I will come back to you in a minute, because you asked really politely. Emma, I missed that little comment, but I think it's probably a good thing. So are the gods right about the amount of game playing that is going on, do you think, Patrick?
Well, I think it's an interesting one, because basically yes, but it's the other people that are doing the game playing. It's not the mortals, it's the gods that's doing the game playing. Notably, Julie. I do love Julie. Anyone that can team a cigarette holder with a pair of Crocs, which kind of makes her look like a silent movie star trapped in a caravan. always gets my vote. But I think she's playing the ultimate game, actually. She's really going out there and being the most likeable person that finds it so hard to nominate anyone, as if that she's sending them to the death camps rather than just sending them off a game show.
Well, that kind of leads me nicely on to Goddess Julie. She's now surrounded by her favourite men, isn't she? It's like she has constructed this little crew of really cute boys around her. Do you think that group is a force to be reckoned with, Rich?
I think that it's it's like the Navy SEALs. It's a force you cannot destroy. And I will never eat a banana again.
Okay, earlier on today, it seemed that there was a little trouble in that force's paradise. Have a look at this.
I love Julie as much as you guys, right? But Julie will push it to the edge. Yes. Right? You know what she's like, and you know what she's like.
Julie will speak her mind
Julie will
differently.
speak her mind.
Things I would say.
Right? So if you end up taking the step on from Julie, right, it will start becoming vicious. So be careful on it.
Just be tactile in your words, you know what I mean?
You know what's up. Do you hear me?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
just be careful. I laugh at Julie as much as you guys. Yeah. Julie pushes it to the edge.
She does.
And then
sometimes
one step further,
and that'll be her.
It doesn't look good on you, right? And it doesn't look good on the person that's being attacked. I mean, I have to tell you something. I'm not happy with some of the things Julie's saying. And I think it's far too far over the edge. So it's up to you guys. You know, I'm just telling you how it is.
We're not that blunt characters anyway.
No, listen, you two guys are nice guys. And Julie will come out of here and walk away from me and go back to her farm in Manchester. But you two guys have got a long way to go, right? If you come out of it staying, right, being vicious characters, it's not going to be good for you.
Words of wisdom from Martin, or is Martin starting to do his first moves in his game? Yes.
He's starting to up his game.
Well, she's probably the biggest competition in the house, isn't she? She is Queen Bee in that house.
And I don't think he really likes anyone very much. I think he's really upset with who he's in there with. We saw it last night when he was the other night when he was talking about how awful it is when you pay for first class and you're next to the people in economy. I think he was expecting to come on Big Brother and be with Camilla Parker Bowles.
Yeah, but you can see that from two sides, though, because he might have been saying he didn't think it was fair because there's such a dramatic difference. For people in economy to sit with the people that are in upper, that you'd just be sitting there going, why are you rubbing my face in it?
Oh, come on.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at that big old bed you've got and I'm stuck in this tiny little chair.
What's interesting about that little chat was it was quite clear that Ashley and Harvey didn't really have a clue what he was talking about. And they were just like, what are you talking about? They obviously did not know what he was going on about. And I think, yes, Martin has decided to step up his game a little bit. And I think he does realise that Julie and Julian are probably the only real threats for the title in there. So, yeah, and I think it's interesting that he's doing that. And it's good because he's been quite boring up till now. So I want him to be more interesting.
Boring or quiet?
Well, quite boring.
OK, they're telling me I've got to carry on because we've got about 3 minutes over in this debate, which means no time later on. So, that is the opinion in here, but what is the opinion out there with you lot? You can get in touch, as always, via Twitter or through the website. Now, tomorrow night, one of the housemates will be let loose on the British public like the Essex Lion. or not, as the case may be. Here are all the details you need to save your fave. We'll see you after the break. This week, Danica, Rhian, Samantha and The Situation all face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 0901 61617 and add the number of the housemate. From a mobile, call 65058 and add the number of the housemate. For Danica, add 04. For Rhian, add 11. For Samantha, add 12. For The Situation, add 13. Calls cost no more than 36p from BT landlines or any mobile. Calls from other landlines may vary. Voting closes in Wednesday's Eviction show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. For full terms, go to channel5.com/BB Vote. So, I hear NASA have revealed exclusive pictures from the surface of planet Mars. Quite amazing. Exclusive, though. Jog on NASA. What you're about to see is a real reason to get your knickers in a twist.
Gods. Big Brother is handing over a very special power. The voice of the gods. This is the power to talk to the housemates down on Earth and lock or unlock areas as the gods see fit. Gods are permitted to say anything they wish to the mortals using the voice of the gods.
This is going to get messy.
Gods can instruct the mortals to do anything that the gods please. Gods, use this power wisely.
I would like, Danica, Prince, you will go to the storeroom now, immediately.
Stay in there.
And stay in there.
Not going to be happy about that, is he? Right, another eviction looms, and with it comes the usual insecurities and power play within the house. Here, with the lowdown on the latest showdown, is life coach Diane Udale. Right. I feel like I haven't seen you for ages, so we've got lots and lots to talk about and loads to catch up on, because so much has been happening in the house.
I know.
So we have the gods and mortals, Julie and Martin, picked by Big Brother to be the gods.
Yeah.
Now, does that suit their roles within the house, do you think?
Totally. It's a complete eccentric extension of the roles they're already playing. You know, Martin's not so much the patriarch at this point. He's still very much an alpha male in what the younger boys are looking up to him within that. But Julie, the role is fantastic because she can use her drama and get very blue, which I've not laughed as much as I have for this one this evening, because she just literally knew exactly where to take it, and it was just great viewing for us.
And
Brilliant
is this
comedy.
why some people are saying that she is maybe not being herself in the house, because we're seeing her maybe take on characters and push it that little bit further and be slightly eccentric, maybe?
Yes, and for some people, they go with it. Like Julian in particular, he's a lovely audience for her, and they can play up together. But there are other characters, and we'll come on to that in a little bit, who aren't quite so comfortable with it.
OK, you just mentioned Martin being the house alpha. Yeah. He nominated Harvey this week. Do you think Martin sees Harvey as a threat to the alpha status?
No, not to the alpha status at all. You get spectrums with alpha men. It's to do with hormones and sort of the profile that you have in terms of the hormones you were set with.
Hormones?
And hormones
Men
change.
and hormones!
That's right, and they change throughout our life as well as you grow and change as a person. Also what you eat and how you are and your stress levels. Things change within us, but hormones are in fact your feelings. So when something's under your skin and you feel something in your body and in your blood, it is literally that, little chemical, electrical chemical messengers bombing around your body within a millionth of a second or so to inform your body then how to behave due to a situation you may be in and how you're perceiving it. So hormones will absolutely completely differentiate the difference between a wannabe alpha and an alpha. Martin's an alpha. He's comfortable in his skin. He doesn't have to prove. There are traits, however, to Harvey that he's just not liking, and that's nothing to do with him being an alpha.
What did you think of the clip that we saw earlier on when Martin was telling the two boys to be careful of Julie?
That is exactly the beginning of the gameplay. He's made it clear from the beginning, it's a game show.
Yeah.
We're going to be in there, and they've been in there long enough, even though it's been very short compared to the civvy version of Big Brother, for them to actually start knowing exactly where to play the boundaries, and he will plot and scheme because he wants to have fun with it. Whether he's got the whole kind of idea, I'm going to win regardless, and this is one of the ways I can do it, I don't know. I don't think he needs to.
OK. Most of the young boys in the house have a massive affection for Julie. Do you think she has manipulated them in any way?
No, she doesn't need to. She doesn't need to. She will naturally play a role where they can go to her and be safe, because they've already learnt that there are some females in there that they're not that safe around and will get their emotions played with
more fool them to a degree, but she's safe to be around.
OK, now, Danica and The Situation went at it tonight. Probably not in the way that The Situation would like to have gone at it with Danica. What is the truth behind their flirting? How do you see it? Well, you're a life coach, so you see everything differently to us.
It's about strategies. I always look at where people come from and what they've brought into the house due to their life before them. We're all a big bag of history, and that will put perceptions and filters onto how we deal with any moment in our life. And of course, your chemicals and your hormones and things like that too. But what happened very early on is the boundaries were rather not set around Danica, and she is a loving girl. That's her natural set point, but she was boundaryless in terms of literally come into my physical boundaries and be around me in my bed, whatever. And that's probably a way she does her relationship style. Unfortunately for The Situation, he's kind of, it's the genie's out of the bottle with him. He's got strong emotions again. Hormones are running high for Danica. The genie's not going to go back in the bottle. It's now explosive. But he did sit on his emotions quite well, and she was the one that actually went for it in that argument from a very small trigger. And that shows the big stuff going on for her too, because it was a disproportional response to what was quite a small trigger at the beginning of that outburst as such.
OK, let's have a look at towards the end of that outburst when we see her flirting with Prince.
Do you want to go inside?
No.
Are you kidding me, Nana? Look at that.
You know what she's doing?
Nana, did you see that? I'll show you myself.
Do you know what kind of girl you're looking for, or will you just know when she comes along?
No, I know what kind of girl I'm looking for. Or be someone just like you, and we could clone you. That would be the girl.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Kind of intrusive, no? Do you think she could have genuine feelings for Lorenzo?
They could develop. She is affectionate, but she's also got her eye on the big goal. She's made it clear from what I have seen or read that she is in a relationship, and possibly this person knows what she's like. She's made it clear to this person, I don't particularly want to be in a relationship. I enjoy being single, but seeing as though you're there, I'll be your girlfriend to you. But this is how I play it. So she has set a stall out in terms of coming into the house and what her capability is in there, and hats off to her. It's just the devastation it starts to create for those that actually do chemically get into a situation with her. Situation's already been there. Lorenzo, unfortunately, he could get hurt a little bit because she's aware of what he is now, and she's sussing him out. She's staring at him from different angles all the time. She's playing all the little girl games to see how far she can start going. Now she's wanting the bigger hugs. She's going to start getting closer. She could.
She's resting her head in his crotch.
On his crotch. It's the kind
he
of...
rests his hand on the back of her head. It's just all a little bit too much.
It is, and it could work to a degree in the house. He is that much older. He probably would like a serious or a nice girlfriend at some stage in his life, but the guy's had the choice of the world from what we can see. Danica does actually offer a prospect. I can see. I was interested to see tonight's programme to see just how close she was going to be being tethered to him. Once I was told they were tethered, I was like, this will be interesting. She is genuinely beginning to like him, and not just because of the pound signs. I think there's something in there where she's thinking, actually, I've not had a long-term serious relationship yet. And if I'm going to do anyone, you'd be the best bet because you own half of Italy.
And you've got 50 million pound signs. Dan, thank you very much. Now, before the celebs entered the house, they all insisted on meeting Jamie. Luckily, he was willing to find a window in his grueling training regime to see them. We will see you after the break.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Rian.
Rian? It's kind of cool, right? And it rhymes with bitch.
I guess you could say that.
You call me Sam if you like.
Can I? Thank you very much. Flirty as well as fit.
You've got lovely green eyes.
Have I?
Yeah.
What kind of guy floats your boat?
pretty big buff guys.
I've been in entertainment for 4 years and things have been going well. And I love my fans just as much as they love me. Love you guys, both. What up?
I didn't actually say I'm massively attractive. But you know what? I'm quite confident. I think I look all right, yeah.
God, it's hot in here, isn't it?
What was that business? Oh, nothing, no.
What did you do to work out?
A few press-ups. So in England, we just told your fans to fuck off. What are you talking about? Yeah. You're very touchy-feely, aren't you?
Oh, sorry.
You did some kind of... He's crazy. Finger shiz.
What's the circumference of your arm? Do you know?
Do you know what? Out of all the body parts I own, the circumference of my arm is the only thing that I probably haven't measured. Why do you think Big Brother's banned makeup this year?
What?
So rude. So rude.
What?
Band makeup?
Was I meant to say that or not? Are you going to have sex in the Big Brother house?
Oh, la la.
I don't even know if there's any hot chicks in the house yet. If there are any hot chicks, that is my specialty. It's not bad.
Yeah, my husband's 45.
Beauty isn't all about muscles.
45 centimetres.
Are you a bitch?
Do you like a bitch? A little backstabbing bitch, maybe. Because you're a bit of a bitch.
What's a male version of a bitch?
You.
We're talking about the circumference of an arm here.
I hope not, because that would be one hell of a cock. That's classified.
Well, this is getting awkward.
Very good.
Don't touch me.
Very good. I wasn't going to touch you. I wasn't going to touch you. Can't afford it. Feel you. Keep doing it. You know? Feel you.
Pascal, I'm sorry.
I've not touched you once. Je suis désolé, Pascal.
You better be, mate.
I'll wait for you to go. You think I'm...
Don't touch me.
I didn't touch you. Should we leave it there? I think we've done okay. Yeah, I don't think they deserve any more.
Welcome back to Bit on the Side. Now, we were going to have a chat with one of Julie's cherubs, but unfortunately, he has gone back to heaven. However, he kindly left a part of him behind just for us. Yeah, it's impressive, huh? Lovely. Right, time for another exclusive. Wrap your lips around this one.
One would love to know the truth.
How would you react if your boyfriend was in Big Brother and slept next to a girl?
I don't wish to discuss that with you. It's a bit of a boring subject now, so let's move on, shall we?
So, Rhea, you will sacrifice the shopping for the housemates for your own personal pride?
I answered the question.
Not clearly.
How would I feel if my boyfriend was in the house and he made a friendship with a girl?
Yes!
I wouldn't have an issue with it. Because I know he wouldn't publicly humiliate me on TV, and he's allowed girlfriends as I'm allowed boyfriends, and we trust each other that much that it wouldn't be an issue.
So your boyfriend, he trusts you to hug other men?
I'm allowed to hug other men, yeah. It's not like I'm having a grope, is it?
Rhian.
Yes.
Stay in the diary room until further notice.
Harvey, get him all out. So it's fair to say that the four celebs up for the chop tomorrow don't all see eye to eye, but Big Brother managed to get them all into the diary room together to answer your carefully crafted questions. Look at this, please.
Big Brother has some questions for you. They're from the viewers of Big Brother's Bit on the Side. The first question is, what four people in the house would you like to be up for nomination instead of you?
If I could choose and make it easier for everybody else, I'd put the whole house up and let outside choose, because it's getting difficult for everyone to find a reason to nominate in here.
It's a good answer. I would probably choose two from each of the different cliques in the house, because then at least people who are left behind, in theory, would still have people to hang out with and have fun with.
No, that's nice.
The Situation.
Mm-hmm.
How does the Big Brother house compare to the Jersey Shore house?
Ooh, the Big Brother house is a little bit more strict. There's a little bit more mental stress in here because you cannot leave here, and you know it's a game, and sometimes you think in your head what it may seem, what it looks like may not
be what it seems.
May not be what it seems. So you could go through some paranoia, and you're never sure.
Rhian.
Yes.
When you leave Big Brother,
Yep.
what do you think you'll be most famous for?
Just for being in Big Brother, hopefully. I wouldn't like to be pinpointed for one specific thing.
That is one specific thing.
Well, I mean, in the house. I'd rather it be known as a whole.
The situation.
Yes.
What has been your most awkward situation in the house?
Last night takes the cake when I got into an argument with somebody who I thought I was very close to, which was Danica.
Danica.
Hello.
Is there anything you would have done differently during Big Brother?
No, I don't think I would have done anything differently. Short and sweet.
Well, that wraps that all up neatly.
Housemates who are up for eviction tomorrow. Patrick, they're probably the 4 least known housemates. I know the situation is very well known, but only if you watch Jersey Shore, which some people don't. So do you think that is partly why they're up?
No, I don't think so at all. I think they've all got their individual reasons. I mean, Samantha's up because really, I mean, in print, she's like a Rottweiler, but in person, she's like a newborn rabbit. Oh, like me, please like me, do you like me? Rhianna's kind of dull, and Danica is just hated because she's beautiful. And the situation, well, I mean, he's just, you know, 90% ego and 10% tits.
I so didn't expect you to say that. Rich, why do you think they're up? Why
His
those
tits
4?
are rock hard, by the way.
Are they? Have you felt them?
No.
Oh.
I've seen him lactate. No, anyway, sorry. Sorry, go on.
I said, why do you think those 4 are up?
Well, I think the situation, actually, when he was bragging about burning his couch and stuff and going to Vegas, I think that's what did it. Because if you don't know him, all you know is, like, you know, a guy that burns a couch. We all burn sofas, but, you know. And
Not on purpose.
Rhianne and Samantha are about as boring as pieces of fish.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty I mean, you know, it's just not, there's nothing there.
And Danica?
Danica, she is playing people. That's why she's there.
Okay.
That's all.
Carol, would they have been your chosen 4 to be up?
Probably, yeah. I don't care which one of Danica or the situation goes, but that whole little thing is getting quite boring now. So as long as one of them goes,
it's dominating the whole show, isn't it?
It's what?
Dominating the whole show.
Dominating. I thought you said nominating the whole show. What are you talking about? It's dominating the whole show. Yes, it is, and it's taking up too much attention, just like Jasmine was before she left, taking up too much, and you can't see what the others are getting up to. So I don't really care which one of them goes. I would rather Danica went, but I can't say that because he'll just say that I'm only saying that because she's beautiful, which is bollocks. It's not true. I don't care. But I think Samantha, yes, I can see why. Well, in a way, I can't see why she's up, because if you were in the house, you know, she's such a brilliant, like Colleen says, she's a 1950s housewife. She does all the cooking, the cleaning, she looks after everybody.
She looks better with boils.
But you would she does. You would quite like to have her in the house. And Rhianne, you know, no one would notice if she did go. So, you know, I think it would be Sam that would go.
She's gone very quiet, hasn't she? This whole thing that's gone out with Ashley, she's just withdrawn totally.
Very taking it all very personally. Yeah.
Well, someone who hasn't withdrawn, obviously, is Danica, who, oh my goodness, totally came out of her shell even more this evening. Do you think the row with the situation has helped or hindered her when it comes to...
Hindered. Yeah, definitely hindered
Told her
her.
to come back.
No, it's definitely hindered her. Definitely. She's a player. She's just, all she wants to do is get them to both like her, and it's all for the cameras, I think. What boyfriend? What boyfriend? Yes, but her boyfriend isn't a game. What boyfriend would let sit there to tweaking someone's nipples? Come on.
But she was so right in what she said. She just said it all the wrong way. So she hasn't done herself any favours whatsoever. But she was right in what she said.
Does anybody think it's helped her?
I think it's helped her on her way out tomorrow.
Oh, you had a real little... I think so.
I
originally she was playing the player, but now she's turned around and actually been articulate, and she's told him exactly what's what, and he's just now boring as bat poo.
Should she maybe not have told him all of this a week ago?
I think it's definitely helped her, only because I think now she's stopped flirting with him. And I think the public might actually sit there and think, well, do you know what? You're not creeping up to him anymore. You're not playing with anymore. You've actually told him like it is. And I think she might have actually done herself a favour.
Yeah, but now she's moved on to the Prince.
Yeah, but I wanted to stay in because I want to see what's going to happen, because I think Prince, actually, I think he's letting her do it, but I actually don't think he's fooled by her one little bit. He's met a million women like that. He's got loads of money. He's had loads of women chuck themselves at him. He's not. I don't think he's in it for the money. I think he is in it more probably for the publicity and that kind of thing. But I actually think he's met loads of women like Danica out there, and I honestly think that he won't take a bar of her.
Patrick, what do you think he's savvy to her ways?
Sorry.
Do you think he's savvy to her ways, like this lady just said?
The situation?
No, the Prince.
Prince.
The Prince.
No, he doesn't get it. He's fallen for it completely.
He has been on The Bachelor. The Bachelor is 10 times more flirty than this show.
But I have to say, I thought it was hilarious where Danica showed her own naivety by saying to him, do you just go for girls' personalities? Completely forgetting that she's talking to a man.
Yeah.
As if...
Carol, Rhian wanted to prove that she was more than just a tabloid story. Do you think she's done that?
No, not really. No, yeah, I mean, I just want to be remembered for being in Big Brother. And she didn't actually mean it like that. I think she meant I want to be remembered in Big Brother rather than just for what I might have not done, I might have done or might have not done, you know, what people know me for in the tabloids. So, you know, bless her. I feel a bit sorry for Rhian actually, because, you know, she's not very powerful. Her personality can't compete, especially with Danica's. And there isn't much to her.
Who would you guys miss the most? The situation?
He's the only one so far that hasn't been bitchy, but is also always on there.
Yeah.
He's not boring, but he's not horrible to anyone else. He's always doing something.
Okay, and quickly down the panel, who do you think will go tomorrow, Rich?
Samantha.
Yeah, I think Samantha or Rhian.
Patrick?
Put Samantha out of her misery.
Okay, coming up after the break, we'll give you the latest news from the house. We'll see you very soon. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Here's today's news with me.
And me, Rich Fulcher.
This afternoon at 12:30, the situation with the situation was that he found himself in a situation.
Mortals, silence for the gods. The situation. Move immediately.
Move where?
To the storeroom.
Oh.
Yeah? Yeah?
He's gonna have to take that out.
How long?
And that. What the fuck?
Oh,
shit!
no.
Oh my god!
Get it, got it, good.
Rich, how would you have coped if you were in a situation, in that situation?
I would take that situation and turn that lemonade into lemons.
Yeah, you would. Later at 1:13, the gods sent one lucky mortal on a mission.
You have 30 minutes to steal various items from Earth and place them in the hatch, where they will be banished from Earth forevermore.
Okay.
You must remove all the food from the fridge.
We need all of Mikey's hats.
Oh, God, OK.
And we need Danica's teddy.
There is a traitor in your midst. This traitor is Samantha. Samantha had to steal the entire contents of the fridge.
Sorry.
Also, Danica's teddy bear Willie.
Sorry. I just had Willie. Big brother.
As Samantha passed this secret mission, she will now become a god.
Well done, Sam.
Hello.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Rich, do you think that was a little bit of an easy task?
I think it's easier if you've got a vagina.
And finally today, after winning the luxury shopping budget, God, Julie came crashing back down to earth.
It made very, very interesting viewing. For a lady who sees the good in everybody. From now on, I'm going to have to do BAFTA or Oscar performances to cover up. To see the extent that the girls are playing, to watch Colleen mixing, to see Prince as the sheep he really is, and to see Michael, who really needs to man up. Interesting. But as I say, I think I'll find it helpful.
Julie, are you intending to reveal what you've learnt in Mount Olympus?
I don't think I need to. As far as I can hear, it's already going on. No, I don't intend to, at all, which is why I have just said I will be giving BAFTA/Oscar performances.
Would you have told them that you'd been listening if you were in Julie's situation?
Absolutely. And you have to do it like this. I've been listening.
Do that noise again. That's amazing. And that is the situation.
Why? Because the sitch says so.
Exactly. Right, follow me into the sweaty box. Oh, I thought I tripped over something, but I haven't. Rich, we are going to get onto you in just a minute, but old McGiffers is up in the reality gallery. Ooh. Carol.
Hello.
All right?
I'm here, yeah.
What's happening? What you got for us?
Well, it's a bit of a Danica situation special.
Oh, why?
As ever. You know, it's going on and on and on. They've decided to talk about their argument. Poor old Sitch, he's admitted he's wrong. He started it, although I don't remember seeing him start it. And Danica, in typical kind of woman fashion, has said, because he won't actually say, I admit I am in the wrong, she's like pushing it. Who was in the wrong? Who was in the wrong? Can you say you were in the wrong? Can you say you were in the wrong? And he won't say it. So it's a typical sort of, you know, lovers argument, really, even though they're not lovers. He's also admitted that he was jealous of the prince and her flirted with the prince.
Yeah.
And he's also, they've also had the conversation again about her job and what she does outside and about her boyfriend, and he reckons she's been lying about her boyfriend and how she met her boyfriend. It's the same old stuff, Emma, actually, but...
It is, isn't it? And it's a bit like, look, enough already. There are people in the house that kind of don't mind what she does. There are people in the house that are bothered by what she does. You know, she does what she does, just get on with it.
But it's a really good, it was a really good ending to the conversation because Danica turned around to him and she said, right, she can go to bed now on a happy ending. Thank God she didn't say happy finish.
Thanks, Carol.
All right.
OK, Rich.
Yeah.
The good people of the internet, what are they saying about tonight's show? What are they saying about tomorrow's eviction? Well, just what are they saying in general? Do you know what, though? You have to make sure that you read out an equal amount of positives and negatives so as to show no bias towards or against any individual.
OK, definitely.
So very quickly, because that took up half the time we had.
All right, fine. Samantha, wow, Samantha's beautiful, says Claire. Con, get Samantha out. She's useless.
OK.
Pro, Peter says Danica rules OK.
Yeah.
Con, Laura says, get the girls out, they're vile creatures. Rian says, Bobby, I feel sorry for Rian. She hasn't played Ash like Danica has. Situation, a lot of people saying, he can't take the games that he dishes out on Jersey Shore. But a lot of people saying save Sitch. That clip you showed earlier of where Martin warns the boys about Julie, lots of people loving that online. Got more
Can't
of
stop
that.
you.
Check it out online.
Check it out online. Thank you to all of our guests this evening. Tomorrow is Eviction Day, so I'll be joined by the ousted celeb, plus guests Joe Swash, Paul Ross and Rob Beckett. Have a lovely evening. We'll see you tomorrow.